by people taking my picture. That's why I know they're very private. Probably try not to get caught by the paparazzi every day.
Totally. Me and my one friend ate around here, and I'll probably be like, did you know that Taylor Swift was here?
The Travis Kelce is going to exit after this year with something far less than a Super Bowl loss. You can't engineer your exit, and there's a chance that next year's exit is going to be worse, not better.
Starting off on a happy note for a change. While Hollywood is currently in flames with lawsuits, leaked texts, and PR warfare, over in Kelceland, things are all sunshine, trophies, and of course, Taylor Swift fan theories. The dynamic duo, Travis and Jason Kelce, just scored another huge win, this time off the football field. Their podcast, New Heights, was just named Best Sports Podcast at the 2025 iHeart Podcast Awards. Let's take a moment to appreciate the insanity of this. New Heights started in September 2022 as two football bros casually chatting about the sport, life, and whatever came to mind. Fast forward to 2025, and it's now part of a hopping $100 million deal with Amazon's Wondery, thanks in no small part to Travis's romance with Taylor Swift. Yes, folks, Travis basically manifested his relationship with Taylor on this very podcast, proving once and for all that if you talk about your celebrity crush long enough, you just might end up dating them. Their 2023 episode, where Travis ranted about failing to give Taylor a friendship bracelet during the Eras Tour, has now gone down in pop culture history as the exact moment Swifties lost their collective minds. 1 year later, not only is he dating her, but she even brought him on stage at her Wembley Stadium show, because of course she did. As exciting as this podcast win is, fans are already buzzing about something even bigger. Will Travis and Taylor make a public appearance together at the upcoming iHeartRadio Music Awards in LA? Swift is nominated in 10 categories, including Artist of the Year and Favorite Surprise Guest, probably for the Travis on-stage moment that broke the internet. Considering they've been off the radar since the Super Bowl loss, fans are desperate for a trailer sighting. Meanwhile, Jason is officially living his best retired life, casually dropping by the New Heights set while Travis preps for one more NFL season. And of course, fans are still begging for Taylor to appear on the podcast, because let's be real, that episode would absolutely shatter records. Okay, that's enough feel-good news. You like it hot and spicy? Here's the tea. Taylor is apparently on an MIA spree, but that's not news, unless you've been living under a rock. What is news is that she isn't just ghosting the public, predictable. She's allegedly ghosting her friends too. Yes, it's smelling a little too much like Blake Lively in here. According to sources, Taylor has gone full-on disappearing act mode, not just from the paparazzi, but also from some of her closest friends. And the reason? Blake Lively's ongoing legal mess with Justin Baldwin, aka the lawsuit that just won't quit. A very chavvy source spilled that Taylor is doing everything she can to avoid getting dragged into this absolute legal train wreck. And honestly, who can blame her? Her once unbreakable friendship with Blake is allegedly on the rocks. Her usual A-list squad gatherings are practically non-existent, and her solution? Going full ghost mode, while Travis Kelce enjoys a cozy, no-drama existence as the world speculates about her next move. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Justin Baldwin has reportedly dragged Taylor's name into the lawsuit, claiming that Blake used Taylor's influence to push him into making changes to It Ends With Us. And if that wasn't messy enough, there are also rumors that Taylor was present at a post-production meeting in Blake's penthouse. But before we get carried away, Taylor's team swears up and down that she had no intention of being part of that meeting and just happened to walk into it unknowingly. Which, honestly, feels like a classic "I just got here, what's happening?" moment. And there you have it. Sunshine, trophies, podcast wins, and a side of piping hot drama. Stay tuned, because you know this saga isn't over.
And to sue Blake Lively?
Absolutely.
You will?
Yes. Justin Baldoni from the get-go said, I don't want to do anything negative toward her. I don't want to hurt her.
Was there a coordinated smear campaign to bring down Blake Lively?
100% no.
So why in this case should people not believe Blake Lively? Justin Baldoni has built his brand and is known for supporting women, believing women.
I am more than willing to take every single text message. I'm not asking anyone to not believe anyone. Have them see the truth and determine the truth for themselves. I think there's some behavior always that can make people uncomfortable, and I don't think anybody has the intention to do that.
Looks like like Taylor Swift is keeping things low-key right now, sticking to a tight inner circle and keeping most of the world on Do Not Disturb. She's still texting a select few, but beyond that, radio silence. But don't worry, there's still plenty of drama to keep Swifties entertained, and this one's got fans convinced that karma is working overtime. Enter CJ Gardner-Johnson, the Eagles safety who just got traded to the Houston Texans. Swifties are calling it divine retribution for the way he disrespected Taylor and Travis Kelce after the Super Bowl. For those who missed the mess, let's rewind. Instead of celebrating like a normal athlete, Gardner-Johnson took some jabs at Taylor and Travis on social media. He even implied that Taylor somehow jinxed the Chiefs. Yikes. Fast forward to now, and CJ is packing his bags for Houston while Swifties bask in the ultimate "I told you so" moment. Coincidence? They don't think so. Whether it's karma, Taylor's mystical energy, or just a classic case of mess around and find out, one thing is clear: Swifties never forget.
Gardner-Johnson gets traded to the Houston Texans. This guy, you bring this guy in, he's going to shake things up, and maybe that's what the Texans are looking for. Welcome that big personality who is not going to bite his tongue, and maybe that's where the Texans are trying to go next level. And I'm not being judgmental. I'm just observing the facts as I've seen them and heard them over the past several years.
They are building a team that is going to sustain and be around for the next 4 or 5 years as one of the better teams in football. Like Philadelphia and what Nick Caserio is doing with trade.
A pop star's recent revelation about Taylor Swift has sent the gossip mill into overdrive. And I need to know, how do you feel about this one? Rising pop sensation Benson Boone just admitted that before opening for Taylor on the AAS tour, he didn't really know much about her. And as you can imagine, Swifties are absolutely spiraling. For context, Boone was one of the rare male opening acts on Swift's sold-out Wembley Stadium stop in London, a massive opportunity for any artist. But in a recent Rolling Stone interview, the 22-year-old casually confessed that he wasn't exactly a die-hard Swiftie before landing the gig. In fact, he had to start listening to her music just so he wouldn't show up completely clueless. Cue the Swiftie outrage. Fans immediately had mixed reactions. Some accused Boone of using Taylor for career clout, while others defended him, pointing out that not everyone has her entire discography memorized. To be fair, Boone had nothing but praise for Taylor, calling her an unbelievable performer and a genuinely kind person. He even admitted that watching how she treats her tour crew changed the way he approaches his own team. But of all the recent Taylor and Travis moments, this one has touched our hearts the most, and hint, hint, Utah has everything to do with it. In a world where paparazzi are practically trained snipers with cameras, and even a blurry Starbucks sighting of Taylor can send the internet into a meltdown, Park City, Utah just pulled off the ultimate flex, minding their own business. Yes, Taylor and Travis had a peaceful, normal, no fanfare date night in Utah, and for once, people actually let them live.
Kelce has said he doesn't want to go out the way he went out. He let people down. Not many guys get to say, I went out with a Super Bowl game. You can't engineer your exit. And there's a chance that next year's exit is going to be worse, not better. There's a good chance that Travis Kelce is going to exit after this year with something far less than a Super Bowl loss.
A new video of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce leaving a restaurant has surfaced, but here's the truly shocking part. No chaos, no screaming fans, no stampede. Just the most famous couple in America casually wrapping up their night out while the people around them remained completely unbothered. No deafening shrieks, no Swifties rushing for a glimpse. Just regular humans walking by as if Taylor and Travis were, well, regular humans too. Naturally, the internet was stunned. The comment section of Duke's Moy, the internet's unofficial gossip Bible, quickly filled with admiration for the locals who did what New York, LA, and basically the entire planet have failed to do: leave Taylor and Travis alone. How refreshing to not have 1,000 flashes going off in their faces, one user gushed. Another declared, Utah people just casually being chill about two of the most famous people alive, iconic, and perhaps the most accurate comment of them all. The way no one is losing their minds. Love this energy. Now, let's compare this to past Tavis sightings, shall we, when Taylor attended Jack Antonoff and Margaret Qualley's wedding in New Jersey back in 2023? It was total chaos. Fans swarmed the venue so aggressively. It could have been a subplot in a Netflix thriller. And when she was recording the Tortured Poets department at Electric Lady Studios, every trip turned into a full-blown fan festival. So, imagine how relieved she must have been to enjoy a peaceful dinner with Travis. No flash mobs, no frenzy, just a normal night out. Join me on the next one.